For the next few minutes that we have together, I do not need you to look at the screen. I only need you to hear my voice. So you can bring the audio with you, find somewhere comfortable to sit, and we're going to do a guided meditation. And on your way to your comfortable place, please grab a piece of paper and something to write with. As a way of wrapping up our last 5 days, we want to send you off on a positive note and allow you to realize that you are perfect just the way you are, as your life is right now. No need to change anything, just accept yourself for who you are. If you want to pause the audio until you get comfortable and then come back, by all means, you can do that now. I want you to consider that every characteristic, trait that you have right now is what you need, and that you have all of them for a reason. And everyone's life, everyone's journey in life is different and is unique, and we all require a different set of these characteristics or traits in order to get through life successfully. So let's consider them our toolbox. Now, for various reasons in our lives, we start to deem these characteristics as good and bad, and part of that is out of our control. Sometimes it's caused by people who raised us, coaches, teachers, parents, guardians, and just how the outside world is constantly presenting a certain type of personality to us as more valuable than another. And things can become a little bit fuzzy. But we really do need to appreciate all the characteristics that we have inside of ourselves. I want to give you a very simple example of something I find that is often brought to people's attention. Something negative might be being a sensitive person. Now, of course, being a sensitive person may seem weak in someone's eyes, but in many cases, being sensitive is wonderful. It allows us to be empathetic towards other people, have a kind heart. We can see more. And if you turn it around to look as a positive instead of as a negative, can really start to change the way that you look at yourself. Now, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your status is in life, what your job is, what your relationship status is, where you live in the world. We all experience this. The love of ourselves sometimes, and then the dislike for ourselves other times. And as a result, we become envious and sometimes jealous of things that are happening in the world outside. We look at other people and wish that we could have what they have or be who they are. And there's a very kind of beautiful philosophy in yoga from the Yoga Sutras. It's one of the 5 yamas, and it's called ahimsa. Now, the yamas are about restraints, and ahimsa is specifically about nonviolence and not causing violence to yourself, to others. And if you consider that every characteristic that you have inside of yourself is exactly what you need, then that means that every person is the same. So every person has exactly what they need in order to get through their life successfully. Beauty might be something that you envy of someone else, or intelligence. But once you start to envy or want to take something away from someone else, consider it like stealing. You're almost being violent towards that other person. And this whole idea of envy or jealousy doesn't lift us up in any way. All it does is downplay all of the wonderful characteristics that we already have inside of ourselves that for some reason or another, someone has made us believe are invaluable. That it is 100% incorrect, because it's valuable to us, because we're going to need it at some point in our life to overcome some kind of obstacle that we will be challenged with in our own personal journey. I really love this concept. I found it to be a really wonderful way to look at the world and catch yourself when you are wishing to be someone else and not appreciating yourself for who you are, because you are perfect exactly as you are right now, and there's no need to always be rushing for the future. You can enjoy your life right now and still move in a healthy way towards the future and love yourself at the same time. Now you go to all kinds of different places in the world, and sometimes people have rituals and schools of thoughts that maybe don't 100% resonate with you, and that's okay. This is just a concept for you to consider if you're falling in that boat where you're not appreciating yourself for who you are. Because I'm just here to tell you that you are worth appreciating. Now I want you to take your paper, and if it's not already broken into 2, do it now. And I want you to consider what I just said, knowing that all of your qualities, your traits, characteristics are great and exactly what you need at this moment. I want you to write down on a piece of paper something that you want less of in your life. And then on the other piece, I want you to write what you want more of in your life. Again, you can pause and come back and join me when you're ready. And what you want less of in your life, I want it to go in your left hand. And what I want more of to go in your life, I want it to go into your right hand.